I knew he was in the building because, let me quote, "Good morning, President. Please take a seat. We've just heard on the radio that President Mahama just tweeted. Do you tweet or do you have someone who tweets for you?"
I do. I was Minister of Communications of Ghana before, yeah.
Yeah, right.
So I'm familiar with all the new technology.
I like that.
I don't tweet at 3 a.m.
Why are you here on this stage? What do you want to do?
Talk about the perspectives from leadership and what can be done to improve food security in Africa.
Very good. Climate change, really important to you. In the context of Ghana and West Africa, help us understand what the issue is.
Climate change is real, and we're beginning to feel the effects. The planet is warming, and even though Africa has contributed the least to the warming of the planet, we are suffering the most extreme effects of climate change. Rainfall is reducing in West Africa. Year on year, we're measuring and seeing there's a reduction in rainfall. It means that the period for farming is getting shorter. And so to adapt, it means that we must take a lot of production from under rain-fed agriculture into irrigated agriculture. And so those are some of the programs that governments are implementing. The Sahara Desert is inching southwards. And as a result of poverty and living on nature, the rate of deforestation is increasing. People are using firewood for cooking. And so we must come up with innovative means to move them onto other sources of fuel, to reduce the amount of fuel wood that they use in terms of cooking and all that. And so the challenges are real, and climate change is real. Their population is increasing. Africa's demographic is changing. More youthful population, which is an advantage, but at the same time, a disadvantage if you're not able to create enough jobs to keep them active. And we believe that agriculture is one area where we can create, a whole number of jobs to involve the youth. But over the years, the perception of agriculture has been that it is subsistence, it is poor, you use hoes and cutlasses, and so the youth are not very attracted to that particular sector. So changing that mindset and letting them understand that there's agribusiness and that you can invest in agribusiness and make a good life for yourself.
How do you do that? How do you tell young people in Ghana, in the region, being a small-scale agriculture is a worthy profession to have?
We're seeing examples of it. Introducing mechanization services so that they don't have to go and bend over and use hoes and cutlasses to till the field. They can get a tractor to come and plow the field, providing them with improved seeds, providing them with fertilizers and other subsidies to make them profitable. Seeing their colleagues who have gone into agribusiness being able to afford, more things, improving their lives would attract more of them to come in. And it's happening. We have examples in Ghana, especially in the southern part, the irrigated area. There's a place we call Asuchari, where providing the young farmers there with improved seeds, we're able to increase their productivity from less than 2 tons of production of rice per hectare to 6.5 tons of production per hectare. And so using the same 2-hectare field, he's able to triple, quadruple his productivity. And during the youth day, I visited a young rice farmer. And from the 2-hectare field, he's able to look after his family. He's got 3 children. He's put them in some of the best schools. So those are examples to other young people to see that agriculture, is beneficial and they can make money out of it.
The SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, are also something that you're very passionate about, linking up with food security. Tell us why.
I believe that global targeting is important because it allows all of us to come together and set goals and work to try and meet those goals. Ghana benefited immensely from the Millennium Development Goals. Ghana is one of the countries that was decorated for meeting the reduction in hunger 3 years before the target date. I believe that in the Sustainable Development Goals, there are several interlinked SDGs that have to do with food security. Of course, SDG 2 deals with reducing hunger, but also reducing poverty, good nutrition, climate change. All these are interlinked with food security. And so I believe all of us, having accepted the Sustainable Development Goals, everybody working together as a globe, as a planet, to be able to achieve those goals would make a massive improvement. Under the MDGs, we're able to move a huge number of people out of poverty. The SDGs are more ambitious, but I believe that, nothing is impossible until it's done.
It's not often that we get to spend some time with a former president. If you wanted to inspire this room, you wanted to tell them something that they are going to remember, that will take them on with their work, what would be the thing that you would tell them?
I believe that the world is interlinked, and no part of this world can live in isolation. A few years ago, we had an outbreak of Ebola. Ebola in West Africa arrived here in the United States. And so you cannot build walls around segments of the planet and think that you're safe from the rest of the world. It won't happen. Africa was bypassed by the Green Revolution, but I believe we're doing some of the right things to improve food security, to improve people's livelihoods. All this is underpinned by peace and stability. We need to get rid of conflict, and we can only get rid of conflict if people participate in the way they're governed. And that's why increasingly, if you see that more African countries are going to elections, they're able to change leadership when they want to, they are able to speak up, have free expression. These are all linked with peace and stability, linked with with no conflict, and also linked with increased productivity. And so there's a linkage in all these things, and we must work together as a world to be able to promote them.
I like that. Mr. President, what time is on your watch right now?
I think I'm still keeping Ghana time.
Oh, all right. So
I will
tell you in Eastern time, it is 10:07. What time is it in Accra?
It's 2:07.
2:07. All right, 2:07 in Accra, 10:07 here at our symposium. You have 15 minutes for your break, whether you're on African time. Please do not be on African time. Or on Eastern time. The President and I will see you in 15 minutes' time. Enjoy your break.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.